Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 3. Yes, day number 3, week 7, fall 2024 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this afternoon's class. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so my name is Mr. Petit. Today's date is Wednesday. Wednesday, the what? The 16th of October. So write this down for me, please. Hello?
Subject.
All right, so it's October 16th. Yeah, that's correct. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And I promised to do this topic from so long, and we end up doing mensuration instead of this topic, but we are finally, oh my goodness, can't wait. Finally, we are on geometry. We're on geometry, finally. So this is going to be our first look at geometry part 1. And I want to do an exhaustive look at geometry because geometry is always tested. They always test geometry. They always test sets, and we already did sets, so that's good. They always test geometry. And we're gonna do geometry. And they always test mensuration, and we did mensuration already. So that's good. So we have the geometry. Geometry is like a big major topic. And all of you have to have sometime encountered some principles of geometry. Some of these things you would know already, and then some you may not know, depending on your mathematical maturity. But we're gonna start from the very foundations of geometry, and then we're gonna build up to, the more advanced concepts of geometry. But geometry is a very, very important. I cannot emphasize how important it is for you to know geometry. Very important. Okay, so
Good afternoon.
good afternoon. All right, so let's begin. Some people are still unable to speak, so if you're unable to speak, just raise your hand so that I can unmute your mic. All right.
Good afternoon, and thank you.
Good afternoon. Okay, good. So the first thing that we are going to learn in geometry, we're going to start off with some definitions. So let's create this table. So construct this table. Let's say this table has let's say this, we only have like, yeah, that should be enough. So let's say that we have, this is going to be the definition on this side, and then on this side, we're going to have the image or the illustration, all right? So draw this for me, draw this table for me, the image or illustration. I know I have to enlarge this, so let me increase the font of this. So the first thing that we learn in geometry, so we starting from the foundations of geometry, and we're going to build up. So the first thing you need to know in geometry, and this is where it starts off, we start off with, without this, you can't do geometry. So we start off with, someone's mic is on. We start off with, what do we mean by a point? All right, so a point. Okay, so what is a point?
Basically like a dot in space.
A dot in space.
Like
right?
a full stop.
Basically a full stop, right? In geometry, a point is used to do what? What do we use a point for? To tell us what?
Decimal.
Like
On
a
the start of
place.
a line.
Like a place. Like
No.
a start of a line. Stop.
No. I'm not
I was
talking.
saying
Finish a
decimal.
sentence or something.
No, a point in
sentence.
no, a point in geometry is not used to determine, like, the place value of a number or stuff like that. A point in geometry tells us location. Okay, so So if, you know, like when you're doing coordinates, so you have like the x-axis, the y-axis, stuff like that. So a point tells us location. So let's write that down. So a point is an exact. Can you all stare at me properly?
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes,
an
sir.
exact location in space.
Yes, sir.
It's an exact location in space with no dimensions. So a point has no dimensions, which means that it has 0 dimensions. So it has no width, it has no length, and it has no height. All right. So we mean by a point. So a point tells us the location. And in fact, a point is very fundamental with building anything in geometry. You need to start off with a point. Every figure in geometry starts off with a point, like every last one, right? How do we label our points? We label them with what?
Letters.
Typically, we label them in geometry. We typically label them with what type of letters?
Lowercase.
Easy.
Points,
Uppercase.
uppercase letters. So points are typically labeled with capital letters. Like A, B, C, or D, right? Etc. So we talk about the fact that it has no length, no width. It's just a location, right? So it tells you a location. So we use it in terms of how we represent on the paper. On a paper, a point is just a small what? A small
Dot.
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 A small dot on.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
May I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, we can. On a piece of paper. A point is represented by a small dot. So that's
You have a piece of paper twice.
on a piece of paper. Thank you. On a piece of paper, a point is represented by a small dot. So if I want to show, I don't think I need all these. I mean, I need all these tables, but all these rows, but I don't need all of them right now. Delete this row. Delete this row. Delete this row. I only need 2 rows for now. Okay, so let's draw our points. So let me kind of decrease this so the rest of it. All right, so we can say that this is, if we were to just insert a point, we can say that this is a point right there. And we're gonna call it, we can call this point A, all right? So this right there is point A. This right there is point A, right? And we can also say, we also have another point. So we can say this one right here, if we have another point, let's say we have another point right there. We can say this one is point what?
B.
Point B. All right, so that's a point. So that's how we represent a point, a small dot. I mean, I have an exaggerated dot, but you get the point. It's a small dot. All right. So go ahead, Sashani, can you explain what we mean by a point?
A point, read it.
Yeah, go ahead, read it.
No.
Point.
We can rejoin,
Oh,
okay?
Lord.
No problem.
Point, an exact location in space with no dimensions. Points are typically labeled with capital letters like A, B, C, D, etc. On a piece of paper, a point is represented by a small dot.
Very good. Very good. All right, so what if we have, so we have a point, that's another thing. What's another important thing in geometry after a point?
Lines?
A line, a line. What is a line? How would we define a line? So you have a point, but what is a line?
A continuous dot.
A continuous dot? Actually, no, you know. What is a line?
A straight plane?
Not a straight plane. Like, how would you define a line?
And
Oh.
line is straight and had 2 arrows at the end, on the both ends.
So does
A
a
line that never stops.
does a line end, or does it continue on and on and on?
It
And on?
continues.
on and on and on and on.
Okay, so actually, a line is made up of. So think, for example, right? You don't have to write this down, right? But I just want to show you. Let's say, for example, right? We have this point, and we have this point come together, and then we have the next point come together, and we have a next point come together. Y'all understand what I'm doing? And you have a next point come together,
Yes, sir.
and then you have a next point come together, and you have a next point come together. That's why I tell you, you need a point. The point is the building block of everything. And you have a next point come together, and then you have a next point come together. And you have an infinite number of points come together. What will you form?
A line?
Line.
Form a line.
A line.
So a line is actually formed by an infinite number of points come together, right? That's what the line is made up of, an infinite number of points. So imagine this dot, 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 dot. It never ends. And so, and you just put them close together, and it's so many dots that it form like a straight path. All right. But each, if you would zoom it in enough, you would actually see that they are just a bunch of points that's together. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that's what a line was?
No, sir.
Yeah, that's what a line was. A line is an infinite number of points come together. That's what I mean by a line. So let's erase that and write that down. So a line is made up of. A line is made up of what?
Infinite point.
An infinite number of what? Of points. Of points. We typically draw. So it's a straight path, which means that there's no curve, right? For a line, it's a straight path. So a line is made up of infinite number of points that are closely what? Spaced together. Space sound weird, but closely put together. Closely placed together. All right. Does a line have an ending?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Does a line have a starting point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Does a line have a starting point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Does a
Yep.
line have a starting point?
No,
No,
sir, because
sir.
both
No, sir.
directions go on forever.
Both directions go on what?
Forever.
Forever. So a line does not have a starting point or an ending point. Now we could name it, right? But it still doesn't have a starting point or ending point. So a line is made up of an infinite number of points that are closely placed together. It is an infinitely long straight path. Long straight path that extends in both directions. In both directions. Without end. Without end. Okay. All right. All right, good. All right. Okay, good. Next. All right, so this is going to be A. This is the point. Let me put this on this side. This is B. Oopsies. All right, question. Aiden, where's Aiden? Where's Aiden? Aiden, are you there? Where's Aiden? Where's Aiden? Where's Aiden? Aiden, can you hear me? Where's Aiden? Aiden Frandu, can you hear me? I can't hear from Aiden. Jaden Branchador. Aiden Branchador, can you hear me? Not
Yes,
Aiden.
sir.
Jaden, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Andrea Barnaby. Where's Andrea Barnaby? Where's Andrea Barnaby? Andrea Barnaby, are you here?
Yes, I'm talking right now.
Say it again.
I'm talking right now.
Okay. Can you read the definition of a line?
Yes, sir. A line is made of a definite number of points that are closely placed together. Oh, the team. It is an infinite, long, straight path that extends in both directions without end.
Very good. And so please draw this line. What are you going to use a ruler to draw this line? I'm sorry. I'm so bored. I said that so bad. What are you going to use to draw this line?
A ruler.
A ruler. Very good. So make sure you use a ruler to draw this line. So how do we label a line? Seeing that, you know, it doesn't have a starting point, doesn't have an ending point. How can we label it?
It have a does it have an intersection?
We still could put points on it and call it after those points. So we can say that this is A, right? We can say that this is, hey, this is A, all right? And then you could say that this is point B. But are these really a starting point and ending point?
No, sir.
No,
sir.
No, sir.
they're just letters that we use to represent it. And so we can say that this is line AB. And so the way how we can write that to say line AB is we can say, okay, just a way to help us to identify it, it's going to be line AB. Now, please understand, when we put line AB, we got to put what? A line on top that goes in both directions. Line AB, all right? So this is line AB right there. That's how, so we use the letters to name it, right? And that's why we use the points. The points help us to name them as well. All right, does this make sense? So hopefully y'all understand what we mean by a point and a line. We good? Does this make sense to you so far?
Yes, sir.
Does this make sense? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
So we know the definition of a point and we know the definition of a line. Good. Where's Zaria Fowler? Zaria Fowler. Zaria, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you read the definition of a point? What do we mean by a point?
A point, an exact location in space with no dimension. Points are typically labeled with capital letters like A, B, C, and D, etc. On a piece of paper, a point is represented by a small dot.
Mm-hmm. And go ahead. Where's D'Angelo? Go ahead, D'Angelo. D'Angelo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
D'Angelo, can you read the definition for a line?
Line is made up of an infinite number of points that are closely placed together. It is an infinitely long straight path that extends in both directions without end.
Very good. Very good. Okay, good. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do is, what I need y'all to do is I need you to take a picture of this and send, how many persons are finished with writing this down?
I am.
Me.
Okay.
am.
Me too.
Okay, good. So what I need, okay, good. So what I need you to do is take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do that. Nika Rule, where's Nika Rule?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Aranique Borrows, are you writing this down? That's Aranique Borrows. Aranique, can you hear me? I can't hear from Aranique. Samaya, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good. And Destiny Johnson, are you writing this down? Destiny Johnson, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
How about you, Xavier Cooper, are you writing this down? Xavier
Yes, sir.
Cooper. Okay, for those of you who are sending in your notes, I see plenty of you are sending in your notes. Please make sure that you use a ruler and a pencil in your drawing. Make sure you use a ruler and a pencil in your drawing. That's very important. And make sure, if you don't have a ruler, make sure you use a straight edge. All right, something straight. So we know what a line is and we know what a point is. Let's talk about, can I move this slide? Can I move this? I don't know if I
No,
can.
sir, I'm almost done. I want a last sentence.
You're still writing this? Okay. For those persons who are still writing this, I'm gonna put this on the side and then I'm gonna move on to the other ones.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You just arrived, right? So you have to write this down. I'm gonna put this on the side for those people who are still writing this down.
Good afternoon, Mr. Badi.
Good afternoon.
So yeah, you want me to write this down?
Definitely write this down. You should have this
okay,
written down.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so
Mr. Petty, I have to send off of my mommy phone.
no problem. So I'm gonna put this on the side for those people who are still writing, so you could at least have, benefit from it. But we are done with this. So this is a point. That's a point, point A. And then we have a line. Call this a line AB. All right, and let me move all these stuff. So this is what this is how we label it. We can label this A, and we can label this B. And we call this line what? Line AB. So now we have a point, now we have a line. What's another figure in geometry that we need to know?
Array.
What?
Array.
Before array, I need something else. Before the
A
ray.
line segment.
A line segment. Okay, so y'all say line segment, but let me use a different color for this table. Let's say we want this color. Okay, so we need a line segment. Let me increase the font for this. Now, what is a line segment though? So line segment. And how is that different from a line?
Because it goes in
It will start and ending point.
Someone is saying it. What is this? What is the
It
difference?
has a start.
Go ahead.
A line segment of a starting and ending point. A line is infinite.
Infinite. Very good. Very good. Very good explanation. So a line segment, it has a starting point. It has an ending point. So it has two endpoints. So that's what we know about a line segment, right? So actually a line segment is part of a line. So it's part of a line.
Excuse me, Mr. Badi.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
I'll have to leave and come up because I don't have any data.
Okay, no problem. So it's part of a line.
All right, thank you.
No problem. It's part of a line. No problem. It's part of a line.
You ain't telling you in 20 minutes you can come up here.
Okay. It's part of a line. It has what? It has two endpoints. Right? I like to just say it has a starting point and an ending point. So it has it has two endpoints. Right? So unlike a line, it does not extend forever, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So how is a
Yes, sir.
line segment different from a line?
A line statement extends forever. Don't doesn't extend forever, and a line extends forever.
Very good. A line extends forever in both directions. But a line segment has a starting and ending point. So can we use this symbol for a line segment?
No, sir.
No.
sir.
No. So how are we gonna change it? We're gonna do
2 points at the end.
very
Remove the
good.
arrows and put 2.
Remove the arrows and put I put the 2 points. So this is going to be that. And let me increase the thickness. So this is going to be oh man. I gotta increase the thickness on this.
Mr. Botti, my cousin Anna.
All right, perfect. Okay, so this is this one, and I'm gonna call it. Do we need to call it A and B, or we could call it any point, anything that we want to call it?
Any capital
Any
letters.
capital letter.
Any capital letter. That's the beauty of points, right? Any capital letter we want to do. I am going to choose. You know what? I'm gonna take what y'all say. What letters y'all want to use?
A.
Use P.
E and
P.
Use K. K.
K. All right. K and P. Okay. All right. Let's use P and K.
How about D and F?
D and F is also good. So this is gonna be P and K. Line segment PK. Why? Because we could do that. So what is gonna be on top? This PK. What's gonna be on top? It's gonna be what? Just a line like that. All right, just a bar. Line segment PK. Now, to be honest, I must admit, to be honest, sometimes sometimes they use line and line segment interchangeably. To be honest, sometimes they do. And that is frustrating me every time. I'm like, this is not a line, this is a line segment. But in those cases, don't get overly hyped up. Just know that sometimes they do use it interchangeably, but you know that there is a difference between a line segment and a line. Okay. Do we have this written down? Let me know, please, if y'all have this written down.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where's Elcha? Elcha, are you writing this down? Where's Elcha?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
I'm writing my end of shift report. I already got the first 2, so I only have to do the line segment. I'll take a screenshot.
Okay. And Elcha, where's Elcha? Are you writing this down, Elcha?
Yes, sir.
And Donika Martin, where's Donika Martin? Where's Donika Martin? I can't have from Donika. Shekinah, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir. I'm writing this down.
Okay.
I started to write the orange part because I had to come back on to my internet was freaking out.
Okay. All right, the next one, we have a point, we have a line, we have a line segment. What else we need?
Array.
Array. Okay, so we need array. Now, what is array?
Array is a line that only continues like in one direction.
Who's speaking?
Crimson.
Crimson, very good. It only continues in one direction. So it has a starting point, but it doesn't have an ending point. All right. So array is a combination of a line and a line segment. Array starts at a specific point, but like a line, it keeps on going. It keeps on going forever in one direction. In one direction. And so we have the ray. Okay, so how are we gonna draw it? Well, the ray is drawn like this. So we're gonna have a line segment right here. It has to have a starting point. Give me a letter, please. Starting point.
C.
M.
P.
M. M.
R.
Okay, I'm gonna use M.
X.
P.
So M
S.
is the starting point. What's gonna happen? Does it end or does it stop?
Oh, it is still like that.
It continues on. So they have to put an arrow at the bottom, at the behind this. Have to put an arrow here, right? And we still have to label it. We still have to label it again. So we're gonna say, gonna call this one, and we're gonna call this P. Well, we already use P, another letter. I'm gonna use N, MN,
Z.
right? MN. So this is ray MN. How are we gonna write ray MN? We're gonna do
The line on top, like a
Line on top.
on one side and the arrow on the next.
exactly. So it's gonna be like one arrow. There we go. So this is a what?
Array.
Array. Array. This is array. This is array. Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead. What's his name? Barry. Barry, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Read the definition of a line segment.
A line segment is part of a line. It has two endpoints. Unlike a line, it does not extend forever.
Very good. And Carmel, where's Carmel? Or Chanel? I think I'm pronouncing your mommy name. Chanel Pen. Oh, you're talking, but I can't hear you. Okay, so can someone tell me the difference between a line segment and a line? What's the difference between a
A
line
line
segment?
is like and a line segment like
Go ahead, Micaiah.
A line segment has 2 points at the end, but a line has 2 arrows at the end and the line never stops.
Very good. Isaiah Brown, are you writing this down? Where's Isaiah? And Joel Cooper, are you writing this down? Let me know, please. Quickly take down these notes so we could get into our exercises. Where is Kanan? Kanan, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Crimson, are you writing this down?
yeah, so
Okay. Miles Taylor, are you writing this down? Where's Miles Taylor? Miles, can you have for me?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. The rest of you, make sure to write this down because we're about to send in the notes. We already know the line segment array. So we have a point, a line segment array. What else do we need?
Plane.
No, not a plane. We have a point, a line segment, and array.
Parallel.
No,
Intersection.
no,
perpendicular.
no.
Angles.
Someone said it.
Angle.
An angle. An angle. So let's go ahead and actually, before we do this, before we do angles, let's do a great exercise on this. Point, line segment, and array. All right, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then we're gonna do a great exercise on these 4, and then we can move on to angles. Okay, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Please take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Excuse me, Mr. PD.
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back.
Say it again.
I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
This is wrong. Delete. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, I think we're ready for the grade exercise. Y'all done with the slide, right? I think we're ready for the grade exercise.
sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
I on the second piece.
You want the second one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay, so let me move the blue one. Okay, so on this side, what I want you to do is, this is going to be the grade exercise side. For this one, just answer inside the chat for me, please. You do not have to answer, you don't have to write it down in your book. Just answer it inside the chat for me. All right. Answer it inside the chat for me.
Do we write in a book?
Do not write this. Do not write the grade exercise in your book. Just answer it inside the chat. Number one.
The chat has been disabled.
Chat is disabled. Okay, that's true. Let's see. Okay, should be able to do it now. Number one, give one difference between a line and a line segment. Number two, give one similarity between a ray and a line. Let me increase this font. Again, answer inside the chat for me, please. I see Chanel answer. I see Crimson. Okay. The first one, give one difference between a line and a line segment. The second one, give one similarity between a ray and a line.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
You want us to write this in our book?
No, just write the answers in your chat in the chat. Just write the answers in the chat. All right. You don't have to write down the questions in your book. All right. Number three, true or false. So you have to number them. Don't just put the answer, please. Just you have to number them. You have to number them. Otherwise, I won't know what is like which one you're talking about. True or false. A point shows location. A point shows location. Number four. Number four. What is a line made up of? What is a line made up of? And number five. In each case, identify the object below. So I have to move this one. I have to move the orange side. So y'all have to, sorry for those who haven't have that yet, I have to move it. So in each case, I want you to tell me what object is it. All right. Let me put this all the way so I get enough space as I want. Okay, good. So tell me what object is it that I have. All right. So for A, what object is this? For B, what object is this? For C, what object is this? And for D, what object is this? I'm sorry. Why do I have that all?
We writing this in our box.
No, just answer inside the chat. And for D, so we have this one, that one, that one. This one, we have this one. And then for E, I want to know what this one is. B, C, D, E, F. I want to know what this one is. Q, R. What is that? F, G. For G, I want to know what is, say, DF. Let's say DF is that. FGH. I want to know what this one is. XY. Let's say that XY is, say, just that. Okay, what number are y'all on? What number y'all on?
Number 3.
Number 5.
Number 5. Number 5,
Number
A,
5.
B. Which one? Number 5, A, B, C. Which one?
F.
F.
5.
F.
F.
5H.
5H. Okay. Is there anyone who's finished?
Can you hear me now, Mr. Petit?
I get you
I
now.
am.
I'm
I'm
finished.
finished.
We do.
You finish? Okay, put your
Yes,
answers
sir.
inside the chat for me, please. Let me check these answers. Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Petit.
Yes, ma'am.
I am just arriving in class. Did I see the first slide so I can take a picture, please?
Yes, I can. I'm gonna let you see it right now. Right when I okay, so what's the name? Jeftanique Murphy? Where's Jeftanique?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. And Nika Rule, what number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. And Charltonique, what number you on? Charltonique, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5.
Yes,
And
sir.
Cordell Pratt, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5 as well. And again, please put your answer inside the chat. I need you to answer it inside the chat for me, please. Write your answers inside the chat. I need everyone to respond to this. Okay, any volunteers for number 1? Let's go over it. Number 1, which y'all have for I want to need a volunteer for number 1. Who's gonna help me with number 1?
Me.
Go ahead, Cleveland. What is the difference between a line segment and a line? Go ahead, Cleveland. Okay, I guess. Yes, what's the difference between a line segment and a line? Someone wanna help him?
Can I answer?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ethan.
Okay. I said that a line is an infinite number of points that could go on forever without a end. And a segment is
Go ahead.
is also a line, but has 2 endpoints.
So a line segment is part of a line that has a starting point and an end point, but a line goes forever. How many persons have that? That a line? Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
I have that.
So a line goes forever, but a line segment has a starting point and ending point. Okay, give one similarity between a ray and a line. What is the similarity between a ray and a line? Go ahead, Rodrigo.
Can I also do this? Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
I said that array and
Rodrigo. Go ahead, Rodrigo.
Array goes on forever whilst a line does the same.
In one direction. You have to say in one direction. Because array doesn't go on in both directions. So you have to say, go ahead.
For number 2, I have both have at least one side extending out forever.
That's correct. Anyone else want to answer number 2? Anyone else? Number 2?
That is number 2.
Yeah. Give one similarity between an array and a line.
Array starts at a specific point and a line keeps on going forever.
Say it again.
Array starts at a specific point and a line keeps on going forever.
No, we want a similarity, like not a difference. Like what
Oh.
makes, yeah, a similarity. So both of them, both the line and array, extends in one direction and continues on, right? All right, so let's go on to that one. True or false? A point shows location. True or false? Shall I for that one?
I have true.
True. Most
True.
definitely true. Number 4, what is a line made up of?
A line
An
made
infinite
up
that are
points
closely
amount of
placed
points.
together.
Extended in opposite directions.
Very good. A line of made up of points, an infinite number of points. Okay, now time for juicy number 5. Let me see how y'all answer this one. 5A, what is it?
Ray.
Ray.
Ray. Very good. 5B, what is that?
Point.
A point. A point. A point. 5C, what is that?
A line.
A line. A line. 5D is what?
Line
Line
segment.
segment.
A line segment. A line segment. And then E is what?
Point.
Point.
E is a point.
Point.
E is a point. F is what?
Line.
Line.
F is a line. F is a line. F is a line. What is G?
Ray.
Array.
Array. Array. Okay. And H. What is H?
Line
A
segment.
line segment.
A line segment. A line segment. All right. Anyone got all right? Let me if you got all right, please.
I did.
Yes,
I
sir.
did.
All right. Anyone got one wrong? One wrong.
I did.
One wrong.
I did.
One wrong. Okay.
I did.
I did.
All right. Put I inside. Put I in the chat if you understand how to do this. If you understand what we're talking about. If you understand so far. I don't think it's difficult so far for now because we're just doing definitions. But put I if you understand, and if you do not understand what's happening. All right. So far we know what is a line. We know there's a line segment. Sorry, we know what is a point. We know there's a line. We know there's a line segment, and we know what is a ray, and we know what is an angle. All right, we know there's an angle. All right, so Shakira, this is what you missed. So go ahead and take a picture of that. And all those who came late, this is what you missed. So make sure I take a picture of this. Yes, Shakira, you got it?
I got it. Thank you.
Good. Yes, go ahead.
It would be pronounced the answer for number 5 for F. That's QR, right?
Yeah, line QR.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. So now we know what is a ray and all that stuff. Now we need to, we talk about angles. No, we haven't talked about angles, right? So let's talk about angles. So what do y'all know about angles? By definition, just define angles.
There are multiple types of angles.
I just want the definition for now. So an angle is formed when what? When what happens?
When two lines join together.
Two lines meet.
Not two lines.
2 points, right?
Not 2 points.
Two line segments.
Not 2 line segments.
2 rays.
2 rays. And 2 rays. And 2 rays. share a common point. No, I mean, to be honest, technically speaking, it could be two line segments, but not two lines. An angle is formed when two rays share a common endpoint.
The vector.
Say it again.
The vector.
A what? What you said? Dunaway?
I would say it's known as the vector.
The vertex.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vertex. Very good. So, let me unmute these people. So an angle is formed when two rays share a common endpoint. So,
What? Hello.
hello.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. My Wi-Fi keep going out.
Okay, that's no problem. I'm glad you were able to get it back.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Samaya.
Zaria, Ernie, and I having trouble with the Wi-Fi. It keeps kicking us out, but I think Ernie just got back in, but Zaria's still trying to get in.
Okay.
The thing I'm freaking out.
Okay, all right. Thank you for letting me know that. So an angle is formed when two rays share a common endpoint. The common endpoint is called what?
The vortex.
It's called the vertex. Called the vertex. And the rays are called the what? We call them the sides of the angle. The sides of the angle. So imagine that, so we have a common endpoint, underline that. We call that common endpoint the what? The vertex, right? So this is the vertex. Let me underline that. And we call that other one the sides of the angle. The sides of the, oopsies. The sides of the angle. So this is that. Go ahead. Where's Zion Neely? Zion Neely, are you there? Where's Zion Neely?
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
This is Zion's mom. She has a project. She's listening, but she isn't
okay.
100% in, but she's listening.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
And where is Delvon Zans?
I'm Radar.
Delvon, can you read the definition of an angle?
An angle is a
angle is formed.
A angle is a format.
One sec. Sorry about that. Let me just get the raise. Okay, go ahead. You can read it now.
An angle is a format when
an angle is formed. An angle is formed.
An angle is formed when two rays share a common endpoint. The common endpoint is called a vertex, and the rays are called the sides of the angle.
Very good. So this right here is going to be an angle. So let's actually label this angle. So where's the vertex of this angle? Where's the vertex of this angle?
Where the two sides of the angle connect.
Right here? This is the vertex?
Yes, sir.
Is the vertex right there?
No, sir.
Okay, he is saying that this is the vertex. This is the vertex?
No, sir.
Do we write that?
Where's the vertex
like
then?
That's the side of the
Write that?
angle.
Where you went the first time?
Oh, right here.
No, sir.
No, sir. In the corner.
Right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So we call this angle A,
Acute.
B, C.
It's also a acute angle.
Very good. So this is our angle right now. That's the angle form. All right. And so we say that this is angle, we could use a symbol for it. angle A, B, C. It is very important to know that the one that is in the middle is the one that you're referring to. So our B is the one in the middle, that's where the vertex is. Please remember that. The one that's in the middle, that's where the vertex is. All right, so if they say find angle ABC, they're actually referring to this one, angle B. All right. Harmony, where's Harmony?
Mr. Badi.
I'm
One
right
second.
here.
Go ahead, Harmony, read the definition of an angle.
An angle is formed when two rays share a common endpoint. The common endpoint is called the vertex, and the rays are called the sides of the angle.
Very good. Go ahead, Barry, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Notes, but could you tell me where the vertex was shown again, please?
Oh yeah, I didn't even put that. The vertex is actually right down. This is the vertex. This is the vertex. Okay, that's good. So this is the vertex of the angle. Aaliyah, where's Aaliyah? Aliyah, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what's happening? You understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
And Anaya Monroe.
Yes, sir.
What two objects must come together to form an angle? Two what?
A common endpoint.
Two something must come together to form an angle. Two what? Start with R.
Rays.
Two rays, very good. Two rays. All right, so are we done with this? Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do y'all know the different types of angles?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You sure? All right. All right then. Well, let's start. We know what's the first one?
I don't know.
And obtuse.
No, the first one.
Triangle.
Acute angle. Acute angle is going to be what?
90 degrees.
Under 90 degrees.
Less than 90.
Less than 90 degrees.
Less than 90 degrees. So acute angle is less than 90. So acute angle is going to be less than 90. So that means that, you know what? I should draw a table. I'm sorry. We should draw a table because I want to show you all different examples of it. So it's going to be, it's 4 of them. I'm only going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only going to do 4. So let me insert a table below. There we go. So the first one is acute angle. And we said acute angle is what? Less
than 90 degrees.
Less than 90 degrees.
90 degrees. Acute angle is less than 90 degrees. All right. As acute angle. Then you have a right angle.
A right angle.
And a right angle is going to be what?
90 degrees.
Exactly 90 degrees.
Exactly 90 degrees.
Exactly 90 degrees. Exactly 90 degrees. All right. And then we have
obtuse angle.
Obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is what?
Measured greater than 90 degrees, but less than 180.
More than 90 degrees.
More than 90 degrees, but less than 180.
But less than 180 degrees. Right? And then you have a straight angle. A straight angle. And a straight angle is what?
180 degrees. Exactly 180 degrees.
Exactly 180 degrees. There's one more I didn't put. There's one more.
And reflect angle.
Reflex angle.
Reflex.
It's gonna be to the right. It's gonna be the reflex angle. Reflex angle. And reflex angle is going to be more than
180 degrees, but less than 360 degrees.
more than 180, but less than
Less than 360 degrees.
360 degrees. Yes.
Obtuse angle is supposed to be more than.
More than, thank you, more than 90 degrees. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually draw these, like give me some examples. So the key in drawing these is that it has to be less than 90. So a 90 is a perfect L. So a 90 would be something like this. That's like a 90. A perfect L is a 90. Okay. That's a 90. And you usually have a square box to represent that. That's a 90. Also, if you have, I really should use, I'm sorry, I should actually use like straight edges for this, because this is actually the lines matter. So let me don't freehand it, because the lines matter. So you have, it's gonna be, it could be written. So a 90 degree forms a perfect what? Perfect what? A perfect L. A perfect L shape. Perfect L shape. All right, that's a 90. I need a good color for this. So perfect L. All right, so it could be like this, or it could be like this. All right, this is a 90. Both of them are 90 degrees. All right, so that's 90 degree angle. So let me what do we have in a corner that always tells us it's a 90 degree?
A small box.
The small box, yeah. The small box tells us it's 90 degree. All right. So 90 degrees. And it's like this. So this is how much? 90 degrees. Exactly 90 degrees. Perfect L. Do you all understand that? Let me know if you all understand that, please.
Yes, sir. I understand
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Let me know if you all
Yes,
understand.
sir.
Okay. And Gilbriana, do you understand this? Gilbriana, do you understand this? Where's Gilbriana?
Yes, sir.
What do we mean by a right angle?
A right angle measures exactly 90 degrees.
Very good. And Destin Gilbert, what do we mean by a right angle? Destin Gilbert, what do we mean by a right angle? Destin. Anishka, can you help him? What do we mean by a right angle? Anishka.
Exactly 90 degrees.
Exactly 90 degrees. And Drayon, where's Drayon?
Yes, sir.
What do we mean by a right angle?
Exactly 90 degrees.
Exactly 90 degrees. Question, the rest of you, are y'all drawing this down? Are y'all drawing this properly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So this is gonna be exactly 90. Now we're gonna do acute. Acute is less than 90. So why is this annoying? Good. Acute is less than 90. So that means it's gonna be less than, this 90 degrees. So it's not gonna be a L. It's gonna be less than the L. So it's gonna be like this. Something like that. All right. Once it's less than the L, or it could be backwards. So it could look like this, like that, or like this. Once it's less than 90, right? It has to be less than 90. Do y'all understand that? Let me know if y'all understand that, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So this is going to be,
Yes, sir.
this is going to be an acute angle. We put our arrows here to indicate that it's a ray. continues on and on. And this right here is acute angle that measures less than 90 degrees. All right, but more than 0, right? Where's Aiden Bethel? Aiden Bethel, are you there? Where's Aiden? Aiden Bethel, are you there? Can you hear me, Aiden? Aiden Bethel?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
What do we mean by an acute angle?
A smaller angle of a right angle.
So, like, read the definition. What do you mean by an acute angle?
It's between a camera. Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's 90 degrees.
Say it again.
It's under 90 degrees.
It's less than 90 degrees. Aiden, front you. You have a question? Where's Aiden front you? Can you hear me? Alexander, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What do we mean by an acute angle?
An acute angle is less than 90 degrees.
Less than 90 degrees. And Dior. Where's Dior? Dior, can you hear me? Where's Dior? I can't really hear from Dior. Sashanik. Where's Sashanik? Can't hear from Sashanik. Tony Cooper, can you hear me? Tony Cooper.
Sir,
Yes,
what
sir.
is wrong with you?
All right.
Mr. Petty?
Yes, I'm asking.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by an acute angle?
An acute angle is an angle that is more than 0 but less than 90 degrees.
Very good. And I called someone Tony. Tony.
Yes, sir.
What do we mean by an acute angle?
An acute angle is less than 90 degrees.
And what do we mean by right angle?
Right angle is exactly 90 degrees.
Very good. Okay, so let's move on to obtuse. Okay, so obtuse is going to be, these stuff are annoying. Just go out. So obtuse angle is going to be what? How are we going to draw that one? How are we going to draw it?
Obtuse is like a L, but the top one we're going upward, slanted.
Yeah, exactly.
It's over 90 degrees.
It's more than 90, yes. But less than
180.
less than 180. All right. Rudy, you understand this?
No, sir. I get a little hang of it, but no, sir.
Getting a little hang of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Batik, we having a quiz on this?
No, just a great exercise.
Oh, so Mr. Badid, you have to measure it?
So you just have to eyeball it. You have to like kind of know. You could use a protractor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You could use a protractor.
Yes, sir.
But for these ones, just for identifying them, you don't need a protractor because you already know what a 90 is. 90 is a perfect L.
Oh,
so
okay.
if it's smaller than the L, then you know it's acute.
Yes,
If
sir.
it's exactly an L, you know it's 90. And if it's more than the L, you know it's an obtuse. So
Yes,
you don't
sir.
really need a protractor to know, like, to be able to label them. This is going to be the angle here. It's an angle here. And this is obtuse angle.
Excuse
It's
me,
more
Mr.
than 90.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
It's Sashanik. So there, the reflex and the acute sometimes do look alike, but you have to pay attention to the thing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
as to whether it's inside or outside, something like that?
Yes, that's true. We come in the reflex, but we on obtuse now, but we come in the reflex, and that's a good observation you made. Let's go on to straight angle.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Andrea.
May I use the restroom, please?
Yes, you can. Very quickly, you can. All right, so let's use, well, this one is straightforward. Haha, pun intended. So it's going to be, it's a straight angle. That means it measures exactly what?
180 degrees.
180 degrees.
Exactly 180, exactly 180. So nothing, spectacular about this one, just a straight one. 180 degrees is going to be what? From here all the way to
In the middle.
Yeah, so this is what? 180. Exactly 180 degrees. And by the way, they could look different. So they could look, I even forgot about this, but we could put it like this, right? And is it still a straight angle?
Yes, sir.
It's still a straight angle. How would we draw it? It would be like, what? From,
A line and 2 arrows at the end points.
and then from here to here. And this is 180 as well. So that's what we mean by, that look like 106. I mean 186. Let's change that. That's gonna be 180 degrees. And the extra dot here means the degrees. All right. Let me know if y'all understand this part so far.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Pretty straightforward. Now we're gonna move on to the reflex. So reflex is more than 180, but less than 360. They look very similar to acute angles, but you have to be careful because for a reflex, they just want the angle that's in the back of it, not the angle in the inside, the angle that's at the back. So, like I said, they look very similar to acute, but the only difference is that we don't want this inside. We don't want that. We want the what? We want the one that's on the outside. So that means this right here. This is your reflex angle. So this is reflex angle. It's the one behind reflex. And then we could do it again. We can say, what if we have it the other way around, right? And this is right there. And this is right here. And so it will be, again, a reflex angle right here, like this. So this right here is a reflex angle.
Excuse me, Mr. Bussy.
Uh-huh.
I sent you my work.
Okay, no problem.
Good day, sir.
Good day, Nateo.
You want the notes for that or no?
Yes, I do. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. That's the last of it. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp.
That's right.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Are we gonna get into bisecting the angles and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay.
For sure. We have to get into bisect. Alicia Dean. There's Alicia Dean. Alicia Dean, can you hear me? Kiana from where is all right, okay, take a picture of your work. Say it again.
Alicia didn't my cousin.
Is who?
That's on the laptop.
Okay, that's on the laptop. Okay, I understand.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. May I be excused, please?
Yes, we can. Okay, so go ahead. What's her name? Devana Knowles. Where's Devana? Can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Petit. Sorry to interrupt, but I can get some water real quick, please.
Devana Knowles. Where's Devana? Devana Knowles. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Devana, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Devana, what do we mean by a reflex angle? Devana Knowles, what do we mean by a reflex angle? I can't hear from Devana. Delvon Sands, what do we mean by a reflex angle?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A reflex angle is more than 80, but more than 85 degrees.
More than
but-
180?
Yeah, 180 degrees, but less than 360 degrees.
Very good. And Elcha, where's Elcha?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by a reflex angle?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
1 second. Elcha, what do we mean by a reflex angle?
An angle that is more than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees.
Very good. I need you all to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. You all finished with these notes, right? Are we done?
Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
finished?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Randolph, are you finished with these notes? Randolph Bethel?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Aaron, Zara, and I are about to leave.
Okay,
Can you
no
please
problem.
send us the notes and the quizzes, please?
I will.
Thank you.
No problem. Nala, where's Nala Knowles? Nala, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What is the obtuse angle?
An obtuse angle is an angle that is more than 90 degrees but less than 180.
Very good. And Nathan, where's Nathan? Where's Nathan?
Yes, sir.
What do we mean by a acute angle?
An angle with less than 90 degrees.
Angle with less than 90 degrees. Very good. And how do you know a 90 degree when you see one, Nathan? Nathan, how do you know a 90 degree when you see one? What gives it away?
Pardon me, say it again.
How do you know a 90 degree angle when you see one? What gives it away?
The square. The
The-
square in the corner.
The what?
The box in the corner.
The box in the corner, very good. And it shapes like a, what letter does it shape like? Like a L, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Like a L. All right. Okay, go ahead and take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Go ahead and take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Make sure to mute your mic when you're not speaking. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for these ones, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the images on the screen. And then I want you to tell me which one is it? Is it acute, obtuse, right? Which one is it? Okay, so let me put the images on the screen for you. So we can identify each angle. So let's do that. All right, this is gonna be interesting to see how you all answer this. You gotta put the number and the letter. Just answer inside the chat. You don't have to, you don't have to write it in your book, just answer in the chat. What type of angle is it? Is it obtuse, acute, right, or reflex? All right. What type of angle do we have? All right. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and answer these. Let me put inside the chat. Let me change the slide for you. Okay, so let me number them. This is number 1. Put your hands inside the chat for me, please. This is number 2. This is number 3. So we want to label them acute, obtuse, right, straight, or reflex. Number 4. It's number 5. This is number 6. This is number 7. This is number 8. Everyone should be answering this in the chat for me, please. Identify which one of these is. Number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 14, number 15, and number 16. So there's 16 of them. I want you to identify which is which. So you're gonna use right, acute, obtuse, straight, or reflex. Alexander, what number you on? Alexander, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Nico Roll, what number you on?
Number
Nico,
3.
number what?
Number 3.
Number 3. Samaya, where's Samaya? Samaya, are you there?
Number 3.
Number 3. Samaya, what your last name is?
Walker.
Walker?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Alicia Alden, what number you on?
8.
8. Miss Cash, can you hear us? Where's Miss Cash? I don't know if your mic is working.
Yes, sir. I'm going to answer right now.
Okay. Aiden Frandu, where's Aiden Frandu? Can't have from Aiden Frandu. Age 8.
Yes, sir.
What number you on? What number you on, Aiden?
Number 5.
Number 5. Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Baty,
Uh-huh.
it's not my notebook.
No. Don't write it in your notebook. Just answer it in the chat for me. Just answer in the chat. Ethan Bain. Where's Ethan Bain?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. Joel Dean. What number you on? Joel Dean. What number you on?
I am a number 9.
Malik Dorset. What number you on?
I don't know. I'm number 3.
Okay. And Ramonica Reed. What number you on?
6.
Number 6. Anyone finish?
Just right what they is, right?
Just write what they are.
I'm finished.
Anyone completed? Who is that saying that they're
I'm
finished?
finished too.
Alea.
Alea.
And Ivana.
And who else?
Tavana.
Tavana. Campbell?
Yes, ma. Yes, sir.
Okay. And so for those of you who do not know what we're doing, inside the chat, you're writing what is what. Philip, are you finished?
Yes,
Philip,
sir.
what's your last name is, Philip?
Monroe.
What it is?
Monroe.
Monroe. Okay. And Stanae, what number you on? Stanae.
4.
Number
4.
what? Number 4. Number
Mr.
4.
Petit, draw them.
No, don't draw them. Just write the answer in the chat. I want to know which is which. Okay. Who else is finished? Who else is completed?
I'm almost done.
Me.
Who is me?
Stevonia.
Stevonia, okay. And D'Angelo, what number you on? D'Angelo Smith, what number you on? D'Angelo, what number you on? And Alondra Parker, what number you on?
I'm finished.
You finished as well?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I have to leave for a minute, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Bye.
No problem. Where's Jordan Ritchie? Jordan, can you hear me? Jordan Ritchie, what number you on? I can't hear from Jordan. Can you hear me? Where's Jordan? Wyatt, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. Okay, let's go ahead and identify these. What we have for number 1? What is number 1? What type of angle is number 1?
Obtuse.
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 Obtuse, definitely obtuse. Obtuse for number 1. Number 2, what y'all have for number 2? What do you have for number 2?
Obtuse.
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 Yeah, because it's bigger than 90, less than 180. What y'all have for number?
Consider way is that you just have to turn your book into a way that shows you it.
Yeah. How about number 3?
Acute. Obtuse.
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 That's obtuse.
What is number 3?
Acute.
Acute.
Acute? Is it
Acute.
some...
Right angle.
I say that's obtuse.
That's
Acute. Right angle.
Who said right angle?
Evelyn.
Evelyn?
Yeah.
What does it need for it to be a right angle?
A box.
Yeah,
box.
Yeah.
Required to be a right angle.
Yeah.
Needs to be 90 degrees.
Yeah, it need to be a box. There's no box here, so we cannot say for sure that's a 90. The most we could say is it has to be an obtuse angle. It's not small enough to be.
That's must be 3 straight obtuse.
Yeah, obtuse.
Together.
Number 4, what is this one?
Reflect.
No, obtuse. Obtuse.
That's obtuse again. That's obtuse again.
Obtuse.
Obtuse again. Anyone got the first 4 right?
Only one.
Yes, sir. Only one I get.
I
only got one right.
them right. I don't number 3
I
was
got all 4 right.
Number 5, what y'all have for number 5?
Acute.
Obtuse.
I put obtuse.
Acute.
I put acute. Acute.
I have acute.
Acute. Obtuse.
That's actually a tough one because it want to look like a right. It
looks like a right angle though.
It looks like a right angle, but it doesn't have the box. So that's the problem right there. It actually is. You know what happened? Let me show you what happened. Because I enlarged.
Mr. Petit, it's 89 degrees.
Let me tell you something. Because I enlarged the image, if I were to put it smaller, you would see exactly how it look. Like, because I enlarge it, it make it look weird. So I should have leave it small as it was. So
That's actually obtuse.
yeah, so what it is now, I think y'all could see it now.
Obtuse.
So this one is obtuse.
I'd look obtuse. Obtuse.
Now I'd look obtuse, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah. So the first one is obtuse. Our first 4 is still obtuse, right?
First 5.
The first
Yeah,
5
5.
too. Yeah, the first 5 too.
First 5.
The first 5, yeah.
And this.
Obtuse. And then this one is obtuse as well. And then we have this one is obtuse as well. And then this one is
Reflex angle.
reflex.
Reflect.
Reflex.
Yeah,
That's clearly reflex angle. This one is what?
Acute.
Acute. That's an acute.
That is acute.
Cute.
Acute because it's small. It's less than 90. Acute.
I've
Is
done
it?
this before.
Hey, is it though? Let me see. No, that one tricky. That's number what?
Number
That's
seven.
That's right angle.
That's number
Acute,
seven.
acute,
That's
Why
acute,
do they look like
obtuse.
obtuse to me?
That is,
acute.
That's
that's a
obtuse to me, not acute.
that's acute.
That's obtuse.
This one is acute.
Acute.
Yes, sir.
Acute.
Yeah. And then this one is obviously
Reflex.
reflex.
The other one is reflex.
This one is also
Reflex.
reflex. Why?
Reflex. Because the
Two
vortex.
right angles and two reflex.
Why is this reflex though?
The circle is
because
behind
the vortex
the
is
vortex.
Yeah, it's behind it.
More than
Yeah.
90 it's more than
The ring is behind the vertex.
Yeah, more than 180 degrees, but less than 360. What is this one?
Acute.
That's a right.
That's
Def-
a right angle.
That's a right
Right.
angle.
Definitely
right
a right.
angle.
Why is this a right? How do you know it's a right? What gives it
It's a
away?
square in the
It
middle.
has a
90
box in the
degrees.
middle.
Yeah, the box in the
It
middle.
has the little box.
This one is also
That's all.
All right.
Has
That's
the
right angle.
also right. And then this one is
Acute.
that's acute. Too small. Acute. And then this one is
And acute.
Acute.
acute again. And then
One
Straight.
is 180, the other one is acute.
this one is a
Straight.
Straight.
Straight angle.
straight angle. Straight angle.
The last one is cute.
And what the last one is
Acute.
Acute.
acute. All right, anyone got 16 out of 16? Me at that. Anyone got 16 out of 16?
I got 16 out of 16.
Really? Anyone else got 16 out of 16?
I did.
They did?
14 out of 16.
Anyone got one wrong? One wrong?
Me, I got one wrong.
I got one
One wrong. Two wrong.
Yes, me.
I
I
did.
got 14 out of 16.
Two wrong. Three wrong.
You just got me.
I got 3 wrong.
Three wrong. Four wrong.
16.
Four wrong. No. Okay. All right. So we already know what a line is, line segment, array, an angle, the types of angles. Now we're gonna get into the types of what?
Line?
Types of lines. Types of lines. So types of lines are so for our types of lines, what do we have? I'm gonna draw a box. It's gonna be, I'm only gonna talk about 3 of them. So the first one is what we call, let's start off with parallel lines. I spelled wrong, parallel lines. Now, what do we mean by parallel lines?
Two lines directly opposite each other.
Two lines
Lines.
directly opposite each other but never
Could never touch.
that will never
But
touch.
not
That-
touching.
That never what?
That
That
will
never
never
touch.
touch.
That never touch, right? So they're in the same plane and they never intersect. So we can say that parallel lines are lines that are in the same plane and never intersect. What if you extend them on and on and on and on? Would they intersect?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, they won't.
No, sir.
No. So their lines are in the same plane that never intersect. In the same plane that never intersect. How do we draw these parallel?
Intersect, bro.
I'm sorry, thank you. But intersect. Very good. Okay, now let me show you them.
TJ, come.
So, all right, so for the parallel lines, we have to, let me show you. Actually have the different arrows. This one's gonna go like this. And this one is gonna go like that. Where's Alex? Alex, can you hear me? Alex Salvo, where are you? Where's Alex?
Right here.
Okay, what do we mean by parallel lines?
Lines are in the same plane and never intersect.
And never intersect. What if we extend them on and on and on? Would they ever intersect?
No, sir.
No, they never intersect, right? So these are parallel lines. Let me use orange. So parallel lines could look like this, or parallel lines could look like this. These are still parallel lines. Even if I extend them on and on, there's no possibility that they're gonna intersect. That's why we call them parallel lines, right? Okay, are you writing this down? Let me know if you're writing this down, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Elcardo, where's Elcardo? Can you hear me, Elcardo?
Yes, sir. I do not do.
Good, Rayon. Where's Elcardo? Lubin. Elcardo, are you there? Where are you? Tanaya, where's Tanaya?
I'm here.
Can you read the definition of
He's gonna say Tanea.
Tanaya? That's a name, right? Tanaya or Tanaya?
Tanaya.
Tanaya, okay. Can you read the definition of parallel lines?
Parallel lines are lines that are in the same plane and never intersect. Same plane and never intersect.
Yeah. What do we mean by the same plane? Y'all know what I mean by the same plane?
In one direction, same spot.
No.
Direction.
No. Okay.
Is that a type of shape?
No, so you have let me show you. You have different planes. So you have the X, Y, Z plane. So let me just show you all that. So this is the X, Y, Z plane. I don't know if y'all ever saw this one. So when we say the same plane, in order for two lines to be parallel, both of them must be a part of the same plane. So for example, let's see if we can find the XY plane. The XY plane is, so this is the X-axis. The Y-axis is going this way. So this right here, this one box with the grid. So in school, y'all just learn about this axis, this one. But that's not the only plane. There are multiple planes. You don't have to draw this. So when we say the same plane, we're talking about if they are in the same, a plane is like a paper, like a flat sheet. So in order for both of them to be parallel, they must be a part of the same plane. So both of them must be, we must be able to write them on the same sheet of paper, right? Like that, they are parallel. But if they are in different planes, then they can't be parallel, right? So they have to be on the same plane. That's what we mean when we say plane, like grid, right? So move this. So now we know what parallel lines are. Now we're gonna go with the intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. Now intersecting lines, how can we identify that? What are they?
They cross at one point.
Yes. So intersecting lines, intersecting
They're
lines.
always intersecting.
They meet at one point. One common point. So there are different ways we could write intersecting lines. It could be like this. It could be like this. So these lines are what we call what? Intersecting lines, because they meet at a common point. And we could draw it in like whatever way we want it. It could be like, it could be like, it could even be like that. Once they intersect, it doesn't matter. They just have to touch. So this is going to be intersecting lines. And interestingly enough, intersecting lines are cool because they form angles. So you have this angle form, this angle form. These two are vertically opposite. We can learn what vertically opposite mean. And then you have four angles, whole four angles formed by intersecting lines. So intersecting lines end up forming angles. So angles are formed by virtue of our intersecting lines. So intersecting lines meet at one common point. All right. Do you all understand that? Let me know if you all understand that, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Next, we have what's the last one? What's the last one?
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Perpendicular lines. Now, perpendicular lines, I spelled that wrong. It's at the end. Perpendicular lines, what do we know about them?
They cross at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah. So they are also intersecting lines, but they form a 90 degrees, a 90-degree angle. So perpendicular lines. Let me increase the font for you. Perpendicular lines. Intersect to form what?
Angles? A 90-degree angle.
A 90-degree angle. Specifically. So in order for you to have a perpendicular line, you can have perpendicular lines. You have, say, this line, right? And then you have to draw a line that goes directly here, and then must form a 90 degrees. What does that mean? That means that you must see what?
The box.
You must see the box. If you see the box, then you know, boom, these two lines are perpendicular lines. All right? Does that make sense to you all? Let me know, please, if that makes sense to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, good. So today we've covered a good foundation on, I'm glad we got through this, so we don't have to do this again. We covered all of the basics. The next time we come here, which is tomorrow, we're gonna learn the rules of geometry. So now we already know the point, line segment, intersecting line, stuff like that. Now we can get into the rules that we need to know so we can actually start answering some questions on them. Okay, so that'll be good. But today was just laying the foundation on geometry. So go ahead, Taran. Where's Taran?
Yeah.
What are parallel lines?
Parallel lines are lines that are in the same plane and never intersect.
And never intersect. Very good. And Stanay, where's Stanay? Stanay, can you hear me? I can't hear from Stanay. Stanay, can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear. Rudy, where's Rudy?
Right here, sir. Right here.
What is meant by intersecting lines?
Intercepting lines meet and at one common point.
Very good. They meet at one common point. And Malaya, Major,
Yes, sir.
what do we mean by perpendicular lines?
Perpendicular lines intersect to form a 90-degree angle.
Very good. Alicia, what is the difference between perpendicular lines and intersecting lines? Alicia Outing. Is Alicia here? Alicia Outing? Can I hear from Alicia? Anyone?
Hello.
Go ahead. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Not Alicia Dean. Alicia Outing.
Oh.
Where is she? What's her name? Antoine. Antoine? Can I hear from Antoine? Dunaway? Where's Dunaway? Can I hear from Dunaway? Kimberly, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between intersecting lines and perpendicular lines?
Intersecting lines, they meet at one common point, while parallel lines, they
No,
never intersect.
intersecting versus perpendicular. What's the difference?
Oh, sorry.
What's the difference? Do you know the difference?
No, sir.
No. Kanan, what's the difference between intersecting and perpendicular lines? Kanan.
You said parallel and intersecting lines,
Yeah,
right?
parallel and intersecting, yes. What's the difference between them?
The difference between parallel and intersecting lines is that parallel lines don't meet up at an angle, while intersecting lines do.
Both of them meet up at angles, but one of them meet up at a specific angle and the other one do not. So distinguish between the two.
You say that again, please?
Both of them meet up at angles, but one of them meet up at a specific angle. What is that?
Or less than 90-degree angle?
No. Perpendicular lines meet specifically at 90.
Or perpendicular.
Yeah,
I love
perpendicular.
saying.
Yeah. Okay, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp so that we can move on to the next slide. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp so we can move on to the next slide. For those of you who are already taking a picture of it, I need you to do this exercise. Put your answer inside the chat. I want you to name the angle, name the line. Name the line. Put your answer inside the chat. Let me number this right away. Name the line. This is 1.
Wait, we do that in the chat?
Yeah, put it in the chat. Yeah, so Alicia, put it in the chat. 3.
Okay. Do we put it in our books?
No, not in your books, just in the chat.
Yes, sir.
4.
You don't
5.
write this down, right?
No, just put it in the chat.
All right.
Miss Bati, you could go to the last slide for 2 seconds, please.
2 seconds. 1, 2. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. For these ones, I need you to put your answers inside the chat. Charlton, what number you on?
Number 5.
Xavier Cooper, what number you on?
Number 4.
Tavana, where's Tavana?
I'm out.
How are you finished already? Wow. Wow. Very good. Put the numbers, please. Put the numbers on them. Some people are not doing this exercise in the chat. I don't see some people answering. I see Nika, Tony, Ren, especially my boys. Damari, where's Damari?
Excuse me, Miss
Yes, sir.
Padilla. Putting all my answers together.
Okay, where's Damari?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your work, Damari?
Yes, sir.
What's your number?
823.
Wait, type your name so I could see your work.
Alright.
Mr. Petit, you
ahead.
supposed to like label it, name
Just
it.
yeah, name it. Name the lines.
Okay.
Name the lines, and it's not okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jaden, where's Jaden?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I'm finished.
Okay. And Jaden Seymour.
You said to answer it in the chat?
Answer in the chat, yes. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Malachi. Thank you, Lamar.
That took me some time to write.
Justin Shepard, what number you on?
Not write, I mean type.
Number 5.
Number 5. Caleb Higgs, what number you on? Caleb Higgs, what number you on?
5.
Number 5. Kyla Welchcomb, what number you on? Kyla Welchcomb, what number you on? Kyla and Kaylee, what number y'all on?
Good day, sir.
Yes, good day.
See it in the chat, dude.
Nateo.
I'm finished.
Nateo, you sent it in the chat?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Okay, good,
finished.
perfect. All right, who else is finished? Y'all finished? The rest of y'all finished?
Yes, sir.
I'm done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nateo, what you have for number 1? Nateo, Green, what you have for number 1?
Parallel line.
Parallel lines. Anyone else have number 1? Parallel?
Yes,
I do.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Parallel.
sir.
Very good. Number 1 is parallel.
Caroline.
Number 2, what y'all have for number 2?
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Perpendicular.
Perpendicular line.
Perpendicular, yes.
Perpendicular.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Very
Look
good.
at these. I got it.
Very good. So perpendicular.
Intersecting.
Wait. Let me finish right this one. Perpendicular. Perpendicular line. Number 3, what is that?
Intersecting.
Intersecting.
Intersecting line.
Why is it not perpendicular?
It doesn't make it a 90 degree angle.
It doesn't make a 90 degree. Very good. Doesn't make a 90.
Excuse me, Miss.
Go ahead, Alea.
Is button, please.
Wait after we finish this.
Oh, I have particular
Number 4, what y'all have for number 4?
Intersecting line.
Intersecting line. Very good. Intersecting line. Number 5, what y'all have for number 5?
Parallel.
Parallel. Parallel. And then number 6, what y'all have for number 6?
Intersecting.
Intersecting.
Intersecting. Very good. Anyone got all right? Let me know if you got all
Me.
right.
I got all right. I got all right.
Me.
I got all right.
Very good.
I get all right.
I only get one wrong.
Get all right?
one wrong.
One wrong. Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
I got it all right.
Okay. If
I
you
got
think,
all right.
all right, that's no problem. If you think that you have a good understanding of how to do this, put I inside the chat. If you think you have a good understanding of how to do this, put I in the chat. Again, if you think you have a good understanding of how to do this, put I inside the chat. If you still don't understand what's going on, put N. All right. You still don't understand, put N. Rashad and A, you have a question for me? Okay, let's move on to, let's move on. Harmony, where's Harmony? Where's Harmony?
Here.
I got your work, okay?
So.
Okay, let's move on to English. Let's move on to English. So for English, we're gonna head up again. My name is Mr. Petite.
Good night.
Excuse me, Mr. Petty.
Go
I
ahead.
want to get my
Is
book.
this English or?
Yeah, that's English. We're gonna be
I'm
starting
gonna get
English.
my book.
Yes, no problem.
Good night.
Can I get my book, please?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you
Good night.
can. So we are doing English. For those of you who are doing English, you have to stay back. All right. People who are doing English must stay back. All right. That's most of you in there. All right. Okay, so today is what? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of November, October.
I'm back.
Very good. 2024.
See him.
All right, thank you. The subject is, of course, English language. And I actually like the topic we're gonna be doing. It's very interesting. So the last time we were here, we dealt with what? Start with I.
Idioms.
Idioms.
Symbolism. And
And
symbolism.
symbolism. Yeah, idioms and symbolism. So an idiom would be something like, you know, under the weather, or it would be
Hold your horses.
hold your horses, something of that effect, right? Today we're going to be looking at, so the topic is actually, anyone can guess? I think it is. Anyone want to guess? We already did idioms, we already did anaphora, we already did personification.
Metaphors.
Alliteration.
Expressions.
Metaphors.
Metaphors. We haven't done metaphor. We haven't done metaphor or simile. No, no, we haven't done that.
No, sir, no, sir.
No, we
Not
haven't done
control.
that. So what's our topic is? What y'all think it's gonna be today?
What is
Personification.
Alliteration.
Alliteration.
Personification.
Personification.
Figurative language.
Yeah, we in language. Yeah. Say it again.
Figurative language.
Figurative language.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. No.
Oxymorons.
Oh. You're also off. This is far off from what we have been doing.
We need a hint.
You need a hint? Okay, start with G.
Grammar.
Junctions.
No.
Gerunds.
No.
Junctions.
GR.
Grammar.
GRE.
GRE.
Great.
E.
Greeting.
If I give y'all any more hints, I give y'all the word.
Greetings and
Greeting.
No.
Might have to check my dictionary.
Oh
Reading
wow.
letter.
No.
Gerunds.
Okay, let me give you another hint. L. A.
Alliteration.
T.
Gerlations. Gerlations.
Oh, no, no, no.
I don't even know.
Literature.
We're going to be using Greek and Latin roots to determine the meaning of words. All right.
Mr. Petty, that's
How we was supposed to guess that?
Mr. Petit, that was 2 words. How are you supposed to get that?
I said the first word and y'all couldn't get it. And I said, let me try again. The first word, all I needed was K, Greek. The second word is Latin. So do you know that the English language, where does the English language come from? Like how do we get our words? Where do we get our words from?
Latin, Greek, and Latin.
And
Yeah.
British.
Say it again. So
Mainly British.
mainly British, but where do they get their words from? So we're using their words, obviously, the English language, but where do we get our words from?
I'd say
Rome.
Greek.
Rome. Let me say Greek.
Greek and
Greece.
Okay, do you know? I don't know if y'all know this, but write this down for me. But Greek and Latin roots form the foundation of many English words in English language. So if you know the root, right, then you could be able to determine what the word mean, even if this is your first time with the word, right? So Greek and Latin roots. I know we say, oh, we speak English, but English, the words in English come from different backgrounds. I don't know if you ever go on Google and you search up like the background of a word and you see that, oh, I didn't know this word actually before it came here, it actually was like this. So we use Greek and Latin roots a lot in the English language. And so I'm going to show you some common ones that if you know them, then you can kind of be able to determine what a word mean even if this is your first time dealing with the word. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at, how we can use Greek and Latin roots to help us with understanding the meaning of certain words. Okay, so why is it important? Understanding these roots are incredibly important. Why? Because if there's a word that you've never heard before, you can, with your roots, understand what they mean. And so write this down. And I need a reader to read these 2 sentences for me.
Me. I will read it. Me.
Go ahead, Shekinah. Start from the top. But Shekinah.
Using Greek and Latin roots to determine the meaning of words.
Yes.
Greek and Latin roots are the foundation of many words in English language. Understanding these roots can be incredibly helpful in deciphering the meaning of complex words, even if you have never encountered them before.
Very good. So why is it important for us to understand the Greek and Latin roots of these words? Why is it important for us to know? Why? Because they help us to determine the meaning of words. All right. They help us to break down words that we haven't heard before, or it's our first time encountering it, and we could get an understanding of, oh, I understand what this thing means. All right. Okay, go ahead. What's his name? Kanan, read these 2 sentences for me, please.
You said read it from the green part, right?
Yes, from the green part.
Greek and Latin roots are the foundation of many words in the English language. Understanding these roots can be incredibly helpful in deciphering the meanings of complex words, even if you have never encountered them before.
Very good. Can someone give me some examples of Greek and Latin roots, if you know them?
Zai.
Say it again. Say Zai, not Zai.
Comprehend, like hence. Aspiratus.
You said it's
No.
the Greek word Zai, though.
Ergo.
No.
comprehend.
Comprehend. All right. Anyone has ever watched Aquaman? You watched the new Aquaman? You watched the new Aquaman?
I have
More.
but not the new one.
Not the new one?
Aqua.
Okay,
Aqua.
I'm a boat.
Aquila.
someone said it. Someone said it.
Aqua.
Aquila.
Aqua.
Aquila.
Aqua.
Auntie.
Okay, aqua, what does aqua mean?
Water.
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 Water. Water. So give me some
Water.
words that have aqua in it.
Aquapure.
Aquapure.
Aquaman.
Aquamarine.
Aquifer.
Oxford.
What else?
Aquaman.
Archipelago.
No, that's arch. That's arch. The color. Right?
Aquarium.
Aquarium. Aquarium.
Aquatics.
Aquarium.
Aquatic.
Aquatics.
Yeah.
Right? Aquatics.
Aquafire.
Aquafire. No, Aquabat is A-R. So aqua.
Aquapure.
Aquapure. Very good.
Aquaman.
Aqua actually is, I say aqua is Greek. That's a lie. Aqua is, let's see. Aqua is Latin. Right? And that means pertaining to water. Right? This root pertains to water. So if you see anything that have aqua in front of it, you know we're talking about what?
Water.
We're talking about water. Right? Okay, so put inside the chat a word that starts with aqua. Put inside the chat the word that starts with aqua. All right? Inside the chat, put inside a word that starts with aqua. Let me see what y'all have. Aquapure, aquarium, aquatic, aquamarine, aquaman, exactly. That's why aquaman means the man who is in the water. Aquarium, aquamarine, Aquarius, aquamarine, aquaculture, very good, aquaculture, aqueduct. Anyone else? A word that aquatune, aquawash, Aquarians. So it has that Latin root, which means aqua woman,
Aqua fresh.
aqua fresh, right? That means
Aquapure.
aquatic. Right? Okay, good. So all those means pertaining to water. I don't know if there's such thing as aquabrotics. Someone say aquabrotics. I don't know if that's a word. Let me see. Is that something? Let me see. Is that something? Oh, they call it aquarobics. Oh, aquarobics. That is
Arena.
yeah, aquarobics. Someone said that. That's true.
Arena.
Aquamarine, right? So all right. So that means pertaining to water. Let's do another one. So this is a Latin root. Okay, let's do another one. So another one. This one is easy. This one is Greek one though. It's a Greek one. And it starts with B. It's an easy one. Everyone should know this one. B-I.
Correct.
Oh.
Dictionary.
B-I.
Not bilingual.
No. One more letter. One more letter.
This.
Bio.
Yes.
Bio. What does bio mean?
Biology.
No, what does it mean? What does bio mean?
Something
Someone said it. Someone said it. Life. Bio means life. Give me an example of a word. Put inside the chat. Starts with bio.
I just give one. Biology.
Biology, exactly.
Antibiotic.
Antibiotics. Biochemical. Biograph, right? Biography, right? This root relates to life. So when you see biology, you know biology, it would make sense because biology is a study of what? Living things. plants and animals. Let me switch up about biosphere, biodegradable, biological, biohazard, biome, biochemistry, abiotic, bioaccumulation, very good, biohazard, biosphere, biochemistry, biology, biopsy,
Symbiotic.
symbiotic, that has bio in it. But we know symbiotic relationship means something different, but good. So bio means something that relates to life. All right.
Symbiome.
Okay, next. Next we have, okay, so the aqua is Latin, bio is Greek. Remember, these comes from Greek and Latin, right? And they use them to form English words. That's kind of interesting. So that's why I say Greek and Latin are the foundation to a lot of words that we use today. How about another one? This one is let me give you a hint. PS.
Yeah, sure.
PS. Someone said it.
Psych?
PSY.
Like psychology, like psychology.
But before
Physics.
psychology,
Psych?
what
Psycho.
psycho.